Our mindfulness project came from the need to promote mental health and wellbeing within our learning community. We'd worked with our educational psychologist at the time, who came in and done some training with staff, and from that we identified quite a lot of needs for mindfulness within the early years. We started off with my key group, and what done is the educational psychologist came back and worked with the parents in my group, and we asked the parents to work with us in looking at that engagement with parents, that impact that has, and how we've identified in the past that the parents are working with us alongside learning, that the impact on learning is greater. Parents were given a 3-week sheet that had one mindfulness exercise on it. We done the exact same exercise in nursery, and all we asked of parents was that they were completely honest in their feedback. If they managed to do the technique, if they didn't, how they found it, and what benefits they were seeing, if any. The first technique that every key group used was belly breathing. Belly breathing is a way of getting the children to understand how their body reacts when they breathe. You can either have it just lying down with an adult talking, we've got CDs you can listen to, sometimes just put music on that's enough to relax. Teddy bears are placed in your tummy. The children can either focus on their breathing or they can focus on the teddy bear. And as they're breathing, you can actually see the teddy bear rising and falling, so they're understanding when they breathe in. We then went on to use milkshake breathing, or a lot of children call it bubble breathing, which we get a really long straw. Sometimes we use it in glasses at a table. We half fill a glass, tiny drop of fairy liquid in it, or sometimes use it in group, a whole group around the water tray. And the whole technique of this is being able to understand breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And it's also about controlling breathing, taking that really long, slow, deep breath. One of the other ones we found great impact with is Breathe for Art, where what we've done to show comparison is we get the child to draw any image, but depending on what the context has been, get them to draw an image, their own representation, and then what we do is Breathe for Art technique with them, where you get them to relax, close their eyes and take 5 deep breaths. We then ask them to imagine that image in their head, and from that image in their head we talk through it with them, asking them to describe it step by step, and we talk about size, shape, texture, style, anything depending on what it is they're describing. Once they're finished, again we take 5 deep breaths, and then I'll ask them what that image was in their head, if they can draw that on a piece of paper. And then some children have then used that to actually critically analyse their own work, and they've actually all came back and said the second picture's better because it's got more detail, because it looks like the thing. I think when we worked with the educational psychologist, one of the things they showed us was the baby brain development and early years development, and how quickly children can make pathways in their head and in their brain, and how quickly these pathways get built up. And what the mindfulness is doing is stopping negative pathways and helping to promote positive ones.
I've had a lot of anxiety, so we've tried the mindfulness. She prefers the one where you lie on your back with your teddy on your stomach and use to calm your breathing down. We found it helped to calm her down, especially in a lot of situations where anxiety flared up. But it would settle her down, get her to control her own breathing herself, and it seemed to work quite well, and we've noticed a big benefit.
What clearly I'm seeing is that he is much more articulate about emotions and feelings and being able to express himself, and it's a general holistic thing. He is absolutely volunteering to speak about feeling nervous or feeling worried or feeling anxious, and I think they're pretty impressive words to be using accurately aged 4. I just think it gives them more control, doesn't it? Because otherwise it's very difficult to explain how you're feeling if you don't have the vocabulary.